Hey, here with John Lilly, Independence Patriots. John, obviously you're running back, which means your offensive line had a great game on Friday night against Shady. I know you're getting ready for another game, but just a quick look back. Judah Price, 56 points. And there's no way you guys could have known it was 6 from a record, but I mean, he was right there with up in the state all-time scoring performances, and it was a great one.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know he scored 6 or 7 touchdowns. I don't generally keep up with it. Nobody, I guess, in the stands or nobody kind of kept up with it, and it wasn't a goal of ours. But we only had one goal, and that's to win the game. And I thought the kids were very dialed in for the game. I thought they practiced really well for the game, and I think they executed pretty good. I'm watching the film, and I don't see too many mistakes. So. It was a great performance by some kids that have performed well for a while now.
You knew he was probably going to get some yardage. The points, that's kind of an added thing because you got to be in the right place to get the right call to put up numbers like that. But did you see the kind of overall game you're getting from Judah before the season started?
Oh, yeah.
You kind of knew what you had coming back, right?
Yeah, I mean, we knew Judah would have started for any running back in the state. He just happened to play behind the Kennedy Award winner. I didn't expect any drop-off whatsoever as far as offensive production was concerned. I think all the question marks was pretty much on Trey. And I think Trey so far has answered a lot of questions. But I got to pat the offensive line and their line coach on the back. They did a really great job. Those kids are good kids. They're hard-nosed, hard-working kids. And the one thing that we have here is a bunch of guys that, and you don't get it too often in your coaching career, that really pull for each other to do good. And I think when you have that, you got a special bunch of kids.
Well, Judah seems like he's a pretty outgoing kid too, and kind of enjoys the spotlight a little bit. Atticus kind of didn't really want to deal with that kind of stuff. They're different that way, but they're also different as players. How much change did you have to do, or was there much at all? Just to, and you were going with a different type quarterback too. Granted, that's going to change things, but did the different dynamic you have in the backfield make you have to change a lot, or are you still running a lot of the same things?
We're running the same things. I mean, we really didn't change anything. We have tried to run our quarterback, and we'll probably continue to try to run our quarterback a little bit more, as the season goes on. But no, we didn't change anything. They're very similar in some ways, and they're very different in some ways. Judah, where they're similar is everybody pulls for them. I mean, they're good kids. They're not trash talkers. And most people, even the opponents, kind of like them. They don't like them on Friday night, but other than Friday night, everybody kind of likes those kids. I didn't ever heard anybody say anything negative about Atticus, and I really haven't heard anybody ever say anything bad about Judah. So they're just good kids. It's easy to pull for them to do good. I've had kids that are great athletes, but you wouldn't want to pull for them because they're egomaniacs. But these kids, they're not. They're just good kids, down-to-earth kids. Sometimes it's even hard to practice because they're so silly. But for the most part, I love them, and they know I love them.
Do you enjoy a guy like Judah that's a little outgoing and
well,
I think a lot of your kids are.
Yeah, all these guys they're great kids. I love it. God bless me, put me in a good spot with some good people, and I kind of fit in here. So, it's just it's really fun. It's a fun time right now. You don't get it all the time, but for right now, we're going to enjoy it. And hopefully, we can rise to the challenge and continue to play at a high level.
Is it fair to say that anything Judah does on Friday night, because of the line and because of the players you have around him, anything he does doesn't really surprise you?
No, I just think if he gets in the open field, he's pretty hard to bring down. I mean, he's so shifty. He reminds me of Switzer. We had the defense. Well, we didn't defense him very well, but playing against the Switzer kid when he won the Heisman the Kennedy at GW. He's just so shifty. It's hard to get your hands on him. And I think having Linksweiler in the backfield that can spell him a little bit helps him too. So we got kind of the same thing we had last year. We had Atticus, and then we could run Judah a little bit, and then now we got Judah, and then we got Links. So I mean, we got a pretty good, decent little backfield right there.
Does it shock you that in 4 games he's already got more yards than he had last? And he had as a backup, he had a pretty good season last year.
Oh,
I mean, he was up around 900 yards. He's already got more than he had last year. Does that shock you at all?
Yeah, I mean, he had more last year because we used him more on punts and punch returns. I think he's the best punt return or punt and kick returner in the state.
He really haven't got too much of a chance to do that.
That and nobody kicks to him.
Right.
So, but I think if you ask the opposing coaches, they would say he's the best in Southern West Virginia. He's got a lot of colleges looking at him just for that one specific reason. I mean, my phone's buzzing, but you know, he does some things. He's got good vision and he does really well. But like I said, you know, having Links back there, we got 2 ninth graders I'm super high on. I mean, they're going to be good too.
Running backs?
So, yeah, 2 running backs. So our backfield is the backfield room and the backfield coach is happy.
All right. Hey, John, I appreciate it as always. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.